China and the United States absolutely are destined to be the superpowers, beyond my great-grandchildren lives, and will always be competitors, and will be competitors in business, will be competitors in ideas, all kinds of ways. And there's no other way it would be. And we just have to make sure that the competition doesn't get us to a point where we don't realize that the best world is one in which both the United States and China prosper. I mean, we do not want to have an island of prosperity in the rest of the world, envious of us in a nuclear age. And China doesn't, Russia doesn't. I mean, we all recognize the dangers of letting competition get out of control and become, you can be competitors without being enemies. And that's what all powerful nations have to realize over time. I mean, it's different than 200 years ago when you could have some dominant country, and then they may have done some things that you didn't like, but it didn't threaten the existence of the world. You really threaten the existence of the world as we know it if important countries do not constantly recognize that they can compete, they can fight over certain things, but they can't regard it as essentially the equivalent of war. I don't think conflicts are unavoidable, but I think it has to be active thinking on the part of every hugely powerful country. And Russia is hugely powerful. I mean, 90% of the nuclear arms in the world are between US and Russia. So they have to recognize that the best world for them is one where they don't try and grab all the apples, basically. And we have to recognize that. And we can't, in the United States, we can't think that either our ideas run the world, or we start getting aggressive about things, and China can't think that, and Russia can't think that. And that's obvious. You just have to make things, you gotta be sure things don't escalate.